So this is a Goodman 5-ton package unit, and we're going to kick this thing into defrost manually with the test pins up here. So three main things have to happen when you go into defrost. One, obviously, you have to switch from heat to cool. So instead of putting out warm air down here, it's going to start putting out cold air. And then the next thing that has to happen is this fan motor has to turn off so that the ice will melt fast on the coil. Then the next thing that has to happen is a set of strip heats kick on that will make this air coming out here feel warm instead of cold. So that's the three things that have to happen, and we're going to test and see if that in fact happens. So go ahead and kick this thing into defrost. What you do is jumper out the test pins right there, and you also have to make the board think that it's cold. The way we do this is we jumper these two terminals to make it seem like the temperature switch on the coil is saying it's okay to defrost. In theory, from the time you jumper this, if you're set to defrost every 30 minutes or every 60 minutes, then in 6 seconds you ought to go into defrost. It speeds it up. So 1, 2, 3, okay. Tried to go into defrost. The fan up here shut off for a second, but it didn't go in. There it goes again. Fan turned off. But something's keeping it from going in. The next time it tries, I'm going to pull the test pin off. That might keep it in defrost. Okay. I just pulled the pin off of the test bar down there, and I think that's going to make it to where it'll actually stay in. So you see the fan motor up here shut off, and it kicked into cool mode because the air coming out right here is cool. And if the strip heats are hooked up, the strip heat would kick on, which right now it's all cold air coming out. So what that's telling me is we haven't got the strip heats hooked up on this package unit yet, but it is definitely in defrost. As you walk around to this other coil, and it should feel, or there should be warm air rising up out of here, and I can just start to feel it. It is warm. And there's our high side pressure right now with the fan off. It's coming up near over 500 psi on the high side. So that's an indication that the coil is very warm. And if we don't kick this thing out of defrost, if we just let it stay in, it's going to kick on high head pressure. So we're bringing it out, and that air coming out of here right now is really hot. And so that's how you test a defrost board on a heat pump. And this is the defrost board. And you can see that you can set these boards up to defrost every 90, 60, or 30 minutes, and I think we're set on 60 right there. And that's it.